Hello, happy Sunday, everyone. As I walk at the entrance of Mactan Newtown, that's the Santo Nino Cebu Mactan Church. That's the entrance to Mactan Newtown. And it's been somewhat of a rocky few days, if not a couple of weeks here in the Philippines. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. My name is Tim. Let's take a walk and talk about random thoughts here living at Mactan Newtown in the Philippines. I'll turn the camera around and we will discuss random things. There is the Mactan Barangay Hall right there. That's a jeepney. And that's Jollibee, one of the Philippines' favorite retail stores over there. And today's video, I want to talk about earthquakes and tsunamis and living in Mactan Newtown in general. I did release several videos recently about the earthquakes that we've been living through here at Mactan Newtown. And you know that we did live through a 7.4 earthquake about 10 days ago in northern Cebu, Bogo City. And our thoughts and prayers are out to everyone affected by any of the earthquakes. And the earthquake activity has picked up dramatically in the last 2 weeks. I recently brought you a video showing you where all of the earthquakes occurred. I have a map showing that. Most of them are down near Davao City. We had a 6.9 and a 7.4, I believe, down in Davao City in the last few days. And generally speaking, this is my third trip to the Philippines in the last 2 years. And by far, this is the trip with the most earthquake activity. I was here in January and February and March earlier this year in 2025. And I did feel a few tremors. And I went to the Volcs website, PHIVOLCS website, and I looked up the earthquake activity because I thought I felt the condo move back in January and February. And there were small quakes, usually less than 3.0, occurring in the Leyte, province of Leyte area, which is just east of Cebu. And that kind of confirmed what I thought. I felt the condo floor move, and sure enough, I would look it up online, and there was a small earthquake in Leyte. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you do decide to live at Mactan Newtown, and in the Philippines in general, you can expect earthquakes because we are on the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is a geographical area that starts, I think, near Australia, Papua New Guinea area. It goes up north toward Japan, next to the Philippines, and then over to Japan, and then over to Alaska, and then down on the west coast of the United States. And the Philippines is right on that Ring of Fire. So you can expect from time to time to feel aftershocks or small earthquakes And when I was here in January and February and March, I felt a couple really small ones, really nothing to get excited about. And then I returned to the Philippines in March, toward the end of, actually in May, toward the end of May. And I really didn't feel anything very similar to January, February, March. I felt a couple of really small ones here and there. And then about 2 weeks ago, the big one hit in Bogo City, north of Cebu. And ever since then, the activity has really picked up here in the Philippines. And then the Davao City earthquakes occurred. We had a 6.9, I think a 7.4 down there, and then there was a 6.1 that occurred near Surigao. And then I also feel all the aftershocks in one report. There is the towers of 8 Newtown Boulevard, by the way. And then I see reports of aftershocks. There's been over 10,000 aftershocks over the last 10 days since the Bogo City earthquake occurred. And there were many of those I felt, probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 of them I did feel a little bit. And then it seems like my body got oversensitive to it, and when I'm sitting in the condo watching television or YouTube, it feels like the couch is moving. And then I look at the water cooler and the water's not moving, so it's all in my head. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the psychological effects that these earthquakes have on people, at least on me. I am walking toward the Mactan Shrine, by the way. And I do recommend you patronize these local vendors through here. So some of the psychological effects are you start thinking that you feel earthquakes when you really don't feel earthquakes. And that's kind of a strange feeling, to be honest with you. Because it's like your mind is playing tricks on you. There's a 7-Eleven right over there. If you run out of cash, that 7-Eleven has an ATM. A lot of times that... Hello, good morning. A lot of times that ATM will have cash when the ATMs in Mactan Newtown do not. So your mind plays tricks on you. So I recommend downloading an earthquake app. And I will include a picture of it, a pop-up box in this video of the earthquake app that I have on my phone. It will send alerts to you. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that if you have an Android cell phone like I do, from America with an American phone number, you can actually set your Android cell phone to give you earthquake notifications. Welcome to my vlog. Happy Sunday to you, sir. Such a happy man. Happy Sunday to you too, sir. Patronize these local vendors. By the way, that's where I buy all my t-shirts, down there. So where do we leave off? The app. The app on my phone, if I can call it up on my phone, I'll show it to you, but I'll also include a pop-up box. It's called the Earthquake app. And it looks just like that, and it gives you recent earthquakes. And it shows you right where you are, and even allows you to buy the Pro version. I do not buy the version. I don't really want to upgrade. I'll include oh, that's what it is, my Earthquake Alerts Pro, if you want to buy the Pro version, but I don't buy that. Anyway, now my phone's locked up. Here is the Mactan Circle Mall and the progress they're making. And then you see right over the top is the Positano and the Pearl. And here is the Mactan Circle Mall progress. And there's the crane. And they are making a lot of progress on this mall. You can see the mall is really close to the street. And I think the entrance of the mall is going to be maybe on the other street over there. So the Android services, make sure you set your earthquake notifications to on. You go into your settings, you go into notifications. They actually have a separate selection box for earthquake notifications. Turn that on. And if you don't have that, download the Earthquake app that I show you in the pop-up box. That seems to work well. And the first earthquake that I experienced, the one in Bogo City 10 days ago, my Android cell phone actually sent me an alert. And I actually got that alert before I felt the earthquake. The alert said there was a 6.0 or 7.0 magnitude earthquake in your area. Expect aftershocks. And within 10 seconds after that, I felt the earthquake. So the Android services was actually right on the ball, right on the stick. That is the Mactan Shrine, by the way. There's a lot of people milling around at the Mactan Shrine. I'm gonna cross this busy street and give you a closer look at the Mactan Circle Mall. Again, I want to remind everyone that the condo buildings at Mactan Newtown appear to me to be well constructed. I know the Philippines does not have a great reputation of quality of construction of buildings, but Mega World, who builds these Mactan Newtown buildings, is ISO certified. Here's a better look at the Mactan Circle Mall. Gonna open next year, 2026. So Mega World is ISO certified. I have not seen any visible cracks that were caused by the earthquakes, at least over the last 10 days. Hey guys, how are you? Happy Sunday! Say hello.
Hi, thank you.
Hey, when can I go shopping in the mall?
It's finished.
It's finished?
December finished.
December?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get ready. I'm coming shopping on Sunday or on December. I think that seems to be a pretty aggressive timeline. I'll keep you posted. I heard it was going to open in 2026. Maybe they mean December of 2026. I tell you, when you bring a camera out, the Filipinos, they absolutely love the cameras. At least when they drive by on the streets, they do. But a lot of them are shy when you bring the camera out, like in a retail store or something like that. A lot of them are shy. That's why I'm not bringing you a lot of content inside stores and retailers, because most of them are shy. But when you are walking on the street, they're not too shy. They wave at you. There is the Positano. I brought you a video earlier that shows men at the end of the crane I don't know if they're doing maintenance on the crane or what. But I did just walk a full circle, nearly a full circle, around the perimeter, the outside of Mactan Newtown. And I hope that the earthquakes don't discourage you. There is a major fault line east of the Philippines. If you watch my video that I released yesterday, I show you a detailed map of where the fault lines are and where the earthquakes are occurring. And these buildings are built very strong. On rare occasion, I'll feel a little bumps in the floor as I sit and watch TV. And then I'll go to my app and I'll look to see if there was an earthquake nearby, and sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. And then if it isn't, it's all in my head. And if there is, then I think, oh, maybe I felt a little bit of a small tremor. Here in my condo at Mactan Newtown. That's your video for today. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Feel free to share this video with anybody you feel is interested in this content. Have a great day and stay safe, everyone. Take care.